Hi, I'm Susan Buckle. I am an Astronaut Flight Education Support Manager. I'm working for the UK Space Agency now, and I have a great job. I get to support all the education programmes that we're doing for Tim Peake's Principia mission. So I studied biology, maths and psychology at A-level. Once I started doing psychology, I found it absolutely fascinating. I ended up doing experimental psychology at university and then became a psychology teacher. And whilst I was doing that, I then saw a master's programme to do human factors and safety in aeronautics. Now, I'd got my private pilot's licence when I was 17, and I was always interested in aviation and kind of kept up flying just for fun. So when I saw this master's programme, I thought that would be really exciting. And whilst I was at Cranfield, I saw a job for the European Space Agency. And this was to become an astronaut instructor in human behaviour and performance. Again, psychology type things, soft skills such as communication, teamwork, situation awareness. So I flew out to Germany on a 6-month probation period to become an astronaut instructor. And I ended up staying there for about 4.5 years. Was an instructor for the astronauts, for the ground control team that talked to the astronauts and monitor all the systems on the International Space Station. And then moved back to the UK and saw the job for the UK Space Agency, working more specifically on Tim Peake's Principia mission, which was really exciting for me, being British and him being a British astronaut. So I got the job, and that's what I'm doing now. I absolutely love reading, but I read a lot of factual books rather than fiction. And in particular, because of my background, I'm genuinely really interested in psychology, and it's an ever-changing subject. So there's always new experiments and new ideas and new research going on all the time. So it's really important for my job and my career that I stay up to date with all of that. Particularly interested in reading about neuropsychology, which I find absolutely fascinating. There's people such as Ramachandran, who wrote The Telltale Brain, and also a neuropsychologist called Henry Marsh, who wrote Do No Harm, and they look at people that may have brain damage or brain disorders and how that then affects their behaviour, can affect their language, their memory and their personality. So I absolutely love reading books like that. It's really fun and interesting. I guess in my job now I've become more interested in books related to space, and I read my first science fiction book, which was The Martian, when the film came out, because I was told that the guy that wrote that had gone to a lot of effort to make it as realistic as possible. So that was more science than fiction, I hope.